Hello and welcome to the European Pen Briefing for April 25th. Let's begin with the US dollar, which rose to a new two-year high yesterday, mainly on the back of weakness in other major currencies, most importantly in the euro. So the European currency fell sharply following some disappointing data out of Germany, which revived concerns around the European growth outlook. Overall, it's becoming increasingly clear that the euro area economy will continue to struggle for a while, whereas the American economy is still in pretty good shape. It's not just Europe though. Practically every other major currency is not really attractive at the moment. For example, the central banks of Australia and New Zealand could cut interest rates soon. The Bank of Canada was more dovish yesterday. The British pound is still tormented by political uncertainty, and Japanese interest rates are so low that the yen is not appealing at all. What does this all mean? Simply that until one of these narratives begins to change, especially the European growth story, the dollar will probably remain the only game in town. Now, let's turn to Canada, where the nation's central bank remained on hold yesterday but slashed its growth forecasts and, most importantly, it abandoned its rate hike plans, shifting to a neutral bias. There were some hints of optimism, but the real message was that the odds of any rate hike are very low, which was enough to push the loonie lower. So, where does this leave the loonie? Well, for starters, a lot will depend on the US dollar and oil prices. In general, though, the domestic economy is not that bad, so the bar for actually cutting rates may be pretty high, even though markets are pricing in a 55% probability for a cut by December. In other words, a lot of pessimism is already priced into the loonie, so it wouldn't be a surprise to see a rebound before long, especially if oil prices continue to gain. Finally, the Bank of Japan met overnight, but the meeting was more or less a non event without any notable market reaction. So that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day.